works mysteriously, I guess. So I'm recording this right now because, yeah, I can't believe it was hard for me to even say these words, like, the day it happened a year ago. I couldn't say when I came home that I heard that we lost Prince. And it just, like, happened out of nowhere. And nobody quite knew the reason why. Now we kind of have an idea. I'm not going to go into that, though, because that's not going to... Whatever happened to him doesn't change anything. He's still my favorite musician ever. He's still why I think music is an art form. And I took music, I guess, a bit more seriously since he came into my life, that sort of thing. My last video I posted, it was kind of like a montage of my room and the decoration. Like, it wasn't a super Prince room, I guess. It was, I painted my walls purple for that reason. I'm wearing purple today, obviously, for that same reason. But I just, like, showed my record collection and my albums, my CDs, and all the DVDs, my iPod. I still have my purple iPod. It's not entirely anymore. It still has all my favorite artists on it, but I've been putting them back on, like, little by little. I've been listening to his albums chronologically, which is something that a few people on Prince.org suggested I did when I first started, but I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do. I wanted to go through his music. Like, I wouldn't just focus on the 80s. I wanted 1999, obviously, but I also wanted to check out some of his 90s stuff and also some current stuff just to see what he was up to currently. But now I'm doing it right. I'm on my blog, dreamypoproyalty.wordpress.com. Shameless plug. I've been going through them. I just posted 1999, some really crazy long posts. Like, people on Prince.org, they would know me for these really long impassioned posts, and half of them thought I was, like, really passionate. They loved the fact I was, like, discovering this for the first time the way everybody did at some point, and then half of them thought I was crazy, which is perfectly fine. Not everybody's gonna get what's my passion and admiration, I guess. Just the way not everybody's gonna understand Prince. I mean, his music, I believe that it's something that everybody can get into at some point. There's at least one song out there for everybody that they'll either touch them musically, or they'll make them want to dance, make them happy or sad. Like, his music was good for all those different emotions. And let's see what else. So I gave myself a vacation day today because I don't think I would be able to go to work today. Like, thinking about this, like, I kind of spend time in front of a computer all day, and you think about all kinds of stuff while you're you're half doing the work, but half trying to keep yourself occupied. And it's so easy for my mind to, like, kind of drift to that negativity. It kind of has been all week, just kind of leading up to today. And today I'm doing okay for the most part. I'll see what happens when I watch Purple Rain later, the first time I really watched it in a while, and I've been afraid to watch it since he passed. And I know I'm probably going to be a complete mess during the song itself. I know it was the first time I watched it, and it just, like, kind of snuck up on me. I didn't think that it was going to have that effect. But I also didn't expect a lot of things. Like, I didn't expect hearing I Would Die For You the first time. It was like kind of on a mix my dad put together of like random songs from his 20s, I guess. And yeah, that and Baby I'm a Star were like back to back, and he said like that's how they were written, that's how they were put in the movie. And we did see part of the movie one day. I guess my dad kind of talked me into like watching, even though it was like halfway over. It's like I thought I was gonna be lost, but yes, somehow I did like kind of hook into the movie. I saw him as a neo Mozart, this musical genius that was, oh man, I like a 7-8 long minute video isn't going to be able to cover all the things that he is. And I'm never going to be able to stop referring to him in the present tense. I'm not going to ever fully accept that he's not with us anymore. And it's not that I'm sad about how it happened or how sudden it happened, or how I regret the fact I never saw him in concert. He I think he came to the East Coast maybe only a couple of times, and the one time I could go was like maybe 2010, and I didn't make the effort to try to get to Madison Square Garden or the Meadowlands to see him. I did see the time they did come to a local place that as part of an RV festival that, yeah, they were like the final act, and I kind of waited up all night for Morris Day to show up, and it was an amazing concert. It felt like being right back in the movie, and he was amazing. And yeah, I will regret not seeing Prince live, but it's okay. That wasn't meant to happen. Like, everything kind of happens for one reason or another. Like, it took until like 2007 for me to really get into his music, because maybe mentally and like maybe emotionally and with my maturity, I guess I wasn't quite ready for that yet. And people on Prince.org thought I was crazy, some of them, because his music was very explicit in the 80s and stuff I wasn't personally comfortable with, yet somehow I was able to kind of grow thick skin about it. But also I saw it as he was doing this stuff in an artistic way, and that I can appreciate. As for his music, yeah, I turned to his music pretty early on after like getting the news. I mean, he was on the radio. I turned on my car that I'm sitting in right now. I turned it on. I didn't look at my phone all day, and when I heard Little Red Corvette playing, I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I didn't expect to hear something like this on the radio. That I'm thinking this radio station plays every day at 3. It plays the top 3 songs. I'm like, wait a minute. They wouldn't be playing him if it wasn't for a reason. I reached for my phone. It's like I couldn't describe my feelings at that point. It was like an oh god no type of reaction, and I was shaking. I didn't know if I felt it in my heart or my gut, but it just like I couldn't believe it. I still can't. And then the next song I played was 1999. I was going out of the parking lot, and then I don't know if I pumped my fist in the air, like physically, or if it was in my head, but I really embraced the spirit of the song, and I vowed to like celebrate his life, celebrate his music, as if he was still alive, and I can like kind of work it in my head where I black out the fact he's not with us anymore. And I kind of needed that mentality if I was going to like make the long drive home from work. And that day, I happened to pick that day to put Diamonds and Pearls in my car. I've been meaning to listen to that for a while. And just never really felt up to it. And that day felt like a good day. I got up until Cream on that morning. And then I played it, I guess I cranked it maybe a little loud at points. The loudest I cranked it was maybe my volume went up to like, usually I put the volume at like 22 in my car for my favorite songs. With that one, I think I cranked it to 35, which was to the borderline. My ears were hurting for when I put on Live for Love, because I was like, it was another fist pump type moment. I was going to embrace the spirit of his music and like kind of keep it alive, whether it was me personally or me blogging about it or me even talking to people about it. It was kind of crazy. Just, I got 2 texts on my phone that April 21st, a year ago. And then when it came on world news, about the news about him, my aunt called the house and wanted to see if I was okay. And it was like so sweet. Everybody thought about me when they first heard about it. He was kind of a big deal. To me, he still is a big deal. Nobody's going to be nearly as good as him. And he came into my life a point where I was very dissatisfied with current music. There was a lot of hip-hop and rap stuff I really didn't understand, stuff I just plain didn't like. And then people on my college campus at the time, they were playing a lot of it in the courtyards, and I would like shut myself in, I guess, the on-campus apartment. I would just crank up musicology just to remind myself, this is what music's supposed to sound like. This is what I should be focusing on. And yeah, he was kind of sort of a companion I had at college. Like, I had him on my CD player, and then I got an iPod specifically to put his music on it, so I wouldn't have to carry CDs everywhere, or I wouldn't have to worry about, well, which one am I in the mood to listen to? Like, sometimes I don't know. But his music also helped me through the stress of writing some papers for my classes or homework assignments. Like, I would disappear into his music for a bit, and it would help a lot. And then most of the classes I did really well with. I was a good student. Maybe I didn't always get straight A's. One semester I did. I'm trying to think if that was the semester before his music kind of became a part of everything. But yeah, if you're seeing to this today, if you're taking the time to really see me jabber on about Prince, all I can say is, like, do yourself a favor, watch Purple Rain if you can. I mean, I roll my eyes whenever I think about the people that always, like, think of that immediately first with him, as if he did nothing else. He had plenty of music. I think he has wrote like 40 studio albums that got released one way or another. I have at least, I want to say 30 of them. Not sure if all of them were physical CDs necessarily. But yeah, he's got great music. Not just in the 80s either. Like, Diamonds and Pearls I would recommend after it kind of helped me get through those first couple of hours. Not just that, the music he wrote under the unpronounceable symbol, I could recommend, come as kind of an oddball record. It's very explicit and sexual, I guess. Just, like, listen to the first track and you'll kind of understand that, and, like, the last one is a bit artistic license, I guess, on that. Only Prince could get away with a song called Orgasm and make it sound, I don't know. It was a combination of stuff from earlier